everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sewn by Sarah, and today I'm coming to show you my Busy Bee challenge number 2 results. So I'm doing the Busy Bee challenge with 5 other lovely ladies. So I've got their names written down, so I'm just going to quickly call them out and tell you who's who. I will link it all down the bottom. So we've got Christine, who's Gemini Stitches, Jen from One Girls Creates, Sam from Sequin Girly, another Sam from Sew Let's Sparkle, and Carol from Sew Let's Sparkle. Sorry, too many sparkles in there. Do apologise. So I'll link those all down below. So the second challenge was the upcycle challenge. So you could either go to a charity shop to repurpose something or something that you had at home. It had to be more than just a repair, so it couldn't just be like fixing a seam or popping a button back on. So it had to be a complete change. Well, not a complete change, but just repurposed, so it didn't look like the original thing still. I have to say this is my least favourite challenge out of the 3. I think if I'm watching, obviously it's based on the Sewing Bee, and even on that I think that's my least favourite. I think if I was on the Sewing Bee it would probably be the worst. Not that I'd go on the Sewing Bee, I think that I couldn't do it. You're all amazing who do it, but I just couldn't do it. I'd crack under the pressure. Even at just cutting out the pattern, I'd be done. So yeah, that was the challenge. Being it's the summer holidays, I didn't really have time. I had a little look in a couple of charity shops, but I don't know if it's just the charity shops near me aren't very good. But I just didn't, there was nothing that inspired me. There was nothing that I thought, wow, maybe like I said, this just isn't my challenge, if that makes sense. I love the idea, but it's just not something I'm very good at. So I can't see something, if it's a jumper, it's a jumper to me. I'm not very good at changing things. So I know there was one on it this year, and was it Mia, I think, who done the rubber gloves, and she made like a dress out of them. I would have been no good. I could not have been that imaginative. So I mean, you know, amazing people that can. So I had a little bit of a tough time with this challenge. In the end, I went with upcycling one of my children's blankets, because we have hundreds in this house, because for some reason whenever my 12-year-old goes anywhere she has to buy a blanket. So I thought, right, okay, that's great. I did have another idea. I was going to do, I've got a couple of pairs of jeans that no longer fit me. I did think about changing those into a bag, like a tote bag or something like that, but I didn't, which is great because I will go on to explain that in a minute. So yeah, I didn't do that. What I did do was turn a blanket into a dressing gown for my 3-week-old grandson. So I found a pattern online. It's actually a free pattern, so it's really good. A Little Kiwi's Closet, I think that's right. I will link them down the bottom. Dressing gown from 6 months to 12 years, so it's a really good size range on that one for a free pattern. It is AO printed as well, but because I only needed the small size, I just stuck it together, which is a new thing for me, because I AO shop, print everything, I send them away to be printed. But I've discovered that I can actually stick PDF patterns together. They're not actually as hard as I always thought, and always avoided. So that's one good thing. So let me show you what it is I made. I will pop some pictures in at the end, which will be better for you. So it's got a little hood on it. It came together it's really nice. It's really easy. The instructions are on a blog post, and I'll link all of that for you. But yeah, it's obviously back, front, and then to go round, it's just a band that goes all the way round to the bottom. Unfortunately this blanket wasn't the best. I've got a little bit of it here. It was sort of a very thin, it's probably one of those sort of cheapy home bargain ones. I mean, to be honest, I don't quite know why the kids have them, because these are the ones I normally buy for my dogs. So I think one of the children had just adopted it before the dogs got it, because I promise the dogs haven't had it. I'm not about to give it to my grandson after the dogs have had it. So yeah, you put a band all the way round. I mean, it's not the neatest. I done it all on the overlocker, apart from the hemming. And then on the back, it doesn't say to do this in the pattern, but I just stuck a little stitch on there to hold that on. And then I popped a very cute little, oh, thread, Rosy Cheeks label that says made by Nanny. So I hope you can see this. I'm not very good yet at this showing, but I will put some pictures. I shall go and get a little picture of Mason in it with my daughter's permission, obviously. So yeah, that was the pattern. Came together really nicely. I done it probably in about half an hour while the kids were running about. That's probably why some of the seams are a little bit wobbly, which is why I said I wouldn't be able to do the sewing bee under pressure. All my seams would be wobbly. I mean, they're wobbly at the best of times, but not under pressure. But yeah, I made it up in the age, what did I do, 12 months, which is probably going to swamp him, but he's not the smallest of babies. He was nearly 10 pound born, so but yeah, it's got a little hood on it, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's quite sweet. It was great to try it out. Now the twins also want dressing gowns, so it's nice. I mean, I wouldn't have thought to ever use a blanket, but it's quite a good one just to make a mock up, just to decide whether it's any good or not. So yeah, that's that. Challenge 2 obviously now is going to be started. So going back to me saying about possibly doing a tote bag, which was one of my ideas. Good job I didn't, because challenge 2, sorry, that was challenge 2. Challenge 3 is to find a bag pattern, free bag pattern, and make up a bag. So I've got a few ideas, a few patterns I found online, but I think what I might do is actually self-draft one. One of the patterns I found, because obviously a tote bag is just a couple of rectangles, so I think I will do one like that. Thinking maybe in a denim. I've got, just looking up there, so I've got all my webbing up there. I've got quite a few different webbings. I might use I've got the Brothers Dallaire embroidery machine, so I think I might get some embroidery on that and do some bits and pieces and just jazz up what's essentially a sort of plain tote bag. So I shall fancy it up a little bit. Hopefully I can have more time to do that, because the children are back at school very soon. Woohoo. I don't wish my kids' wife away. I do love them really, but I've had enough. The 3 of them at home. I've actually got 4, but there's 3 of them that live here, and obviously this holidays I've had my beautiful second grandson. So it has been a very crazy one, and at the beginning of September it's my daughter's birthday and my sister's wedding, so it's all a little bit mad this holiday. Is busy with all things like that, so I will be glad for a break for the children to go back to school. So but yeah, that is where I'm at. That's my reveal. A little bit boring, I do apologise. I did keep it a little bit safe, but like I said, it's not my comfort zone, not my thing as much. Has made me realise and seen a few things and options that there are out there, so maybe I need to come out of my comfort zone a little bit more. So yeah, that'll be that, and I will see you soon with the result for challenge number 3.